What's up YouTube, it's Jay from CB Outdoors. Just a quick unboxing, first impressions of a knife we just got in. Just arrived today. It's Columbia River Knife and Tool Company. There you go, Hammond Desert Cruiser, plain blade. It's one of the cheaper knives that Columbia River do. Model number is 790-4DIN. It's a folding Linerlock blade, Desert Tan Zytel side covers. That's what comes in the box. Obviously, you blade yourself. You have a second spare pocket clip, so obviously you can mount it tip down, tip up on either side, because it does actually change over. You get your little mini catalogue, and that's it, I think. Yeah, you don't actually get a tool to obviously take the pocket clips off by the looks of it. No, you don't. Let's move that to the side for a minute. Here's a knife, fresh out of the box. This will be our 50 subscriber competition, so if you like the look of the knife, obviously subscribe to the channel so you're eligible to enter the competition later. But we will be obviously whacking a video up just to obviously let you know how you can enter and how you can win this nice looking knife. But yeah, let's get into the knife. Quick specs. Like I said, it is Columbia River and Tool Hammond Desert Cruiser, designed by Jim Hammond. The weight is 6.3 ounces. You got a blade length of 3.75 inches. You've got a closed length of 5.25 inches and an overall length, when obviously the blade is open and locked in place, of 8.875 inches. Like I said, the model number is a CR7904 Hammond Cruiser, Desert Tanned Zytel handles, which is like a like your G10, obviously nylon handles basically. Got a nice golf ball stippling, so obviously you can get good purchase on the actual blade when you've got sweaty hands and obviously you've got gloves on and it's a bit wet. The blade itself is made out of 8 CP14 MOV stainless steel. It's got ambidextrous thumb studs and obviously opening assist. It features the Lux safety lock-up system, which obviously stops you basically unlocking the blade and obviously folding it back in when you're obviously putting pressure on the top of the blade. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, here's the blade. Back side of it, like I said, the pocket clip is quite generous, it's quite deep, so obviously it will clip onto most pockets and it obviously won't pop out. Quite a lengthy blade, to be quite honest, so it's probably not going to be your standard EDC blade. It's got a bit of weight to it as well, obviously being about 6.3 ounces, but being stainless steel, obviously it will have quite some weight to it. It is a cheaper form of stainless steel, but the edge seems to be really good on it, and all the reviews that I've seen at the moment say that the blade's a very, very nice blade for the price. But putting price out of the way at the moment, the blade is really nice. Zero play in the actual when the blade's open and locked, and when you open and close it, it's got a nice good thump to it, and obviously the opening and closing mechanism is very, very smooth. Let's open the blade up and I'll show you the Lux safety system. The way I'm pretty crap at opening thumb studs. What I normally do is obviously just use the open and assist basically. There you go, there's your open and assist. There's your blade. This is the standard blade. You can get them in the black model, obviously with the black grips and obviously the black blade itself, as far as I know. It's a clip point blade. Like I said, very, very sharp from the factory. I probably won't need a lot of sharpening. What I've read, the steel does hold its edge well, and it's pretty easy to sharpen as well. But let's show you the Lux system. Lux system is basically this little button at the top near the gym pin. It basically stops the liner lock mechanism obviously clipping over, so obviously the blade doesn't release back and obviously cut your fingers. Pretty simple system, but obviously very, very effective. Obviously push forward to lock it, push back. Obviously when it's in the lock position, it gives you a nice purchase on a bit of jimping there as well, obviously a little bit of extra jimping, so obviously you can put a bit more pressure on it, which is quite nice. And obviously it's natural for when you put pressure on the actual blade, is to flick it forward, obviously where you're pushing forward on a jimping anyway. So it's a nice little feature, especially on a cheaper blade like this as well. It's got a lovely finger choil, obviously lovely comfortable grip. Front finger choil is obviously quite generous. Obviously you can get quite a good purchase on the blade in the obviously upright position, and obviously down as well, like that, or like that. There you go. I've got quite small hands. Obviously someone with bigger hands as well, it'd be quite comfortable for them. It's quite comfortable for me, and the pocket clip's quite nice as well. You don't actually naturally feel it in your hand. It sort of sinks into your hand quite nicely as well, so obviously it doesn't stick in your hand. But yeah, very nice blade. Like I said, one of the cheaper blades on the market at the moment. I think they're phasing them out. I think this one, I think we picked it up for about 22 quid, but to be quite honest, obviously a blade like this for 22 quid is really good. It's not going to be the sort of blade that you're going to be using for battening and obviously wood preparation in your bushcraft, and you're not going to be obviously hammering the shit out of it, because it is obviously a cheaper blade, and it is only obviously a folding Linerlock blade. But for your general use, your food preparation, maybe your skinning tasks and your small game tasks, this would be perfectly okay. Obviously feather sticking as well, this would be pretty good for, because obviously the blade's got a nice edge to it as well. So yeah, I would class this as obviously a general use blade, not your full-on hardcore bushcraft blade. Don't know really what to say about it. Obviously I've gone through the specs and all that. First impressions from myself, really nice blade. Should obviously stand the test of time if you look after it, but like anything, if you don't look after it, it's going to fail. You could buy a knife for 400 quid, 500 quid. If you don't look after it, it's going to rust, and it's going to obviously get cruddy. So you obviously want to look after it, put your goose fat on the blade and obviously stop it rusting, and obviously look after it, and it will look after you. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about it basically. Very nice blade. The only other thing I see about it, obviously there's nowhere to actually stick a lanyard anyway, but obviously it is a tactical blade, so it's not really going to be something that you want to mount a lanyard to or something like that. But you could probably mount a lanyard to the back of the actual frame here, obviously the frame spacer. You can't mount it through the eyelets, because obviously they're cut through the actual paracord. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about it really. Very nice blade. I'll show you the obviously the blade, what I said about obviously zero play in the actual blade as well. Obviously moving it from the side to side, there's no play in the actual folding lock mechanism, and it's a very smooth opening and closing. Obviously this is quite new, so obviously it needs to free up a bit, but once it's freed up, once you've lubed it up a little bit, it should be all good and it should be fine. But like I said, this is not one we're going to be using. This one is going to be going out to a lucky subscriber, obviously when we hit our first milestone of 50 subs. So if you like the look of the blade, you like what we do on the channel, obviously subscribe to be eligible to win this blade later on. We will be whacking a video up, obviously just outlining the terms and conditions on how to win the blade. But that will be a little while yet. We're at about 47 subs at the moment, so we're not far away from it, so it shouldn't be too long. But yeah, if you obviously like this video, hit the like button. If you've got any comments, good or bad, obviously hit us up in the comments box and we'll get back to you straight away. If you like what we do at the channel, obviously hit the subscribe button. Thanks for that, YouTube. See you later.